ventilation. Make sure you can explain, so let's write some things down here. You should be able to practice explaining ventilation. By that, all I'm talking about is coil flow. Describing to me how muscles contract, that changes volume, that changes pressure, and air moves. That's it. You should talk about ways we prevent both full lung collapse, pneumothorax, right, and alveolar collapse, which is alveolar collapse is the surfactant storage we told. Do that. Then you should be able to discuss and explain the mechanisms of oxygen transport, explain that oxygen dissociation curve, carbon dioxide transport, the 3 ways carbon dioxide is transported, especially just by carbonate. So those are the 3 big things from Wednesday. Today, I love the loop of Henle. So a common question would be, explain the role of the loop of Henle in producing dilute and concentrated urine.
Oh.
So you would want to explain that establishment of a salt gradient and the use of that salt gradient with ADH to reclaim more or less urine. I love that. I have never not asked some part of this. Obviously, if this were the full this is a this diagram by itself would not really be sufficient to answer a question you would want, because like all along I was explaining why this did that or whatever, but it's close, right? Certainly you could fill in a couple of the arrows or annotate it or whatever if you want. It's kind of a big response. I might kind of ask it in little bits and pieces, like describe for me how angiotensin II affects blood pressure by altering, I don't know, ADH levels or something like that. You know, I try to pick little pieces of it to but the bottom line is that if you understand the full significance of this, you should be fine on it. So that's the role there. So that would be this grass pathway. Okay. So we're looking at these are common topics that I use for the essay questions for you to describe something. I mean, it's most of what we've been talking about anyhow, so it's not like I'm really cutting it loose. But you want to practice working on that. Okay? We'll pick up acid-base balance when we do the lab on Monday. Wednesday will be reproduction. It's pretty straightforward. Not too much difficult from that. Do you have any questions about anything? Any questions? Who's ready for the semester to be over? Everybody. Yeah. What?